Well, we have got possibly the worst news for a week in Dokkan, which is when an EZA week, quote unquote, is coming up and there's just nothing. We are getting stages, of course. We are getting stages, and I guess I'm just going to move over from this because there's not much to say other than, yeah, data download hit and no big character shown in the data, which means they're not coming in most cases. I guess they could try to sneak it in if they were being really generous, but this ain't the anniversary, so that is super unlikely. Super, like it's literally like a 0.1% chance or something like that. So let's instead move over to this, which is new Broly cancels dodge. We may have a new hardest fight at least, which is interesting. I'm gonna open this up real quick, and of course we can't see the actual total numbers, but we can see that he is increasing his attack damage, dealing extreme damage to the opponent, which is, I would say pretty stock standard, right? I mean, there have been a few bosses who have been raising their defense instead, and that usually isn't so strong if we're talking like, oh, the new hardest fight in the game is raising defense. But in this case, we are getting a greatly increase on attack. This Broly is also getting 30% increase per turn, up to 150%, increased defense, 150%. So what's that, 5 turns and he'll be at max. Attack increases by 5% up to 100% each time an attack is received. Wow. And nullifying evasion, like we said. So yeah, this could be a real fight. This could be an actual, like, no joke hardest fight in the game. This is usually the things a hardest fight in the game do. We'll have to see what his HP value looks like. If his HP value is low, so here's like the thing. If his HP value is low, then he'll be an Omega Shenron victim. If his HP value is low and he only attacks, in slot 1, he'll be a Blue Goku victim or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where even if he hits for like 10 million turn 1, if his HP is low, it's not going to matter much. He'll just die to Omega Shenron or something. But he is AGL, and the character that we just got, and I guess I'll spoil what I'm going to be talking about here. The character that we just got is a tech character, right? So right here. What this could mean, and I am on the JP version because I'm looking at timeline later on in this video. What this could mean is that this character is going to hit pretty softly, and then give this character time to build up, and then become an actual real fight, and then wow, suddenly Tech Broly isn't like really fucking underwhelming anymore, right? Tech Broly actually looks like a character outside of Festival Battles. But where are we in the Dokkan timeline? I am on the JP version of the Dokkan info tab because we sort of need to see how this reflects our usual time. So we are here. It is currently, as of me recording this video might go up later though. It is September the 21st. September the 21st. This came out September the 20th. Obviously, at this time, we were doing the Worldwide Download Celebration. We were sort of cooling down from Worldwide Download Celebration. This was a bye week, and that's just how these go, right? It's how celebrations go. All that is fine. This is our first Transcendent Heat thank you celebration. So I'm not going to say that, like, well, they should just be doing something like this in the same time slot, because it could just be very different. That said, not getting any major EZA here seems very odd, considering in the same time slot we did get at least a partially substantial EZA. And then if you go here to the first, I believe, we can see that during the October 1st date for Dokkan, this is when we got our major sort of EZA here, right? Like, again, this isn't to say that, this celebration that is definitely not the Worldwide Download Celebration is going to follow the exact same timeline as, the Worldwide Download Celebration, but it is curious that we're going to get essentially a complete bye week that hinges totally on this being a meaningful fight. If this fight isn't one of the hardest in the game, it needs to at least be in contention. It needs to at least be, like, questionable. Right? It doesn't have to be the hardest. It doesn't have to, power creep all our characters. We don't have to look at this as like, oh my god, it's over. Now all of our characters are worthless. But it should be at least in contention, because this is the only content we're getting for this week. and it puts into perspective, are we even getting the Cooler and the Goku, next week? Are we even getting the superhero EZAs next week? Are we even getting this or that, right? Because the celebration's ending after this. This is over. This was like the final week essentially. And the reason I brought this up is because we're gonna go right here. We're gonna go into this, which is happening on the 3rd. There's not that much more time, but again, and this might be something that we just sort of missed in the timeline, and it probably does suck a little bit that it's going to be an extra week, but say this comes out on, I don't know, September the 28th, then is it so wrong that on September the 1st, September the 2nd, we get our October Dokkan Fest? Doesn't seem too wrong to me, right? Seems pretty reasonable. Seems like it is a thing that could happen, but yeah, it looks like we are officially in the dead times. How Dokkan will be changing its format now that we have the Tanabata celebration where we are currently, I don't know. I did skip over here just to make sure, but yeah, you can see that entire celebration works out. And then around here, we got our hero celebration, and this was November, right? So before that, though, was it just EZAs before that? Man, I really don't follow the hero stuff, man. Heroes is just so nothing for me. Oh, right. It was this Slug that came out. Slug came out for our Halloween Dokkan Fest. Okay. And then we went into our heroes celebration, which is no longer a thing at all. Like, look at how many celebrations are left in the year. It's really not that much, right? We have a quote unquote like gimmick major celebration coming up where there's no time slot for this anymore. Maybe it'll be Divers, maybe it'll be an original game collab with like Sparking Zero or Legends or this or that, but we have a sort of quote unquote major celebration coming to round out the rest of Dokkan. Let's see. Again, we're here and we have Vegeta, which is, so one celebration here. So one celebration. This was all the free-to-play stuff. This is still that celebration. 2 celebrations is Slug. I mean, 3 celebrations is Heroes. 4 celebrations. And yeah, that goes to Gotenks. Then we round that off with the New Year's is 5. And suddenly we're back in the anniversary. So I mean, Dokkan's year is running out. As for, has this really been the best year of Dokkan Battle ever? It's just been an odd year. I think it's been an insanely good year. I can't speak to whether it's been the best year. I'd say that in terms of if you're a free-to-play, low-spending, or new player to Dokkan, this is probably easily the best year of Dokkan ever. There's just so much free shit. There's so many rewards and resources flying around at all times. Tickets, blah, blah, sales, blah, 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 blah. I mean, they're throwing free stones on the web sales just for going on the web store, right? Like free, just everywhere. So I will say that this has definitely been like the best year for the new and free-to-play players. But if you're telling me to like remove that statistic, yeah, it's been an odd year for sure. Like, it's been a really odd year, a really odd peaks and valleys year, including this celebration we're currently in, right? Including, getting what is essentially an entire week of just this fight having to carry a celebration when we're definitely due a big EZA. I mean, I know this isn't a big EZA, but this is an EZA slot, right? So now we're gonna go here, and again, like in a week probably, we're gonna get something, and we're just done with the celebration. And for essentially, I mean, I don't want to shit on Broly too much because, I love Broly. I want to talk Broly up. I want to be hyped for Broly characters, but locking this character to Festival of Battles is one of the worst decisions you could make. I saw someone who's a Festival of Battles enjoyer say that they actually disliked this Broly because he kind of takes the thinking out of Festival of Battles for that person. So you essentially made a character that people who don't like Festival Battles don't want to use, and you made a character who people who love Festival Battles might feel like it waters down the experience of like rotating characters, because you just put Broly in slot 1. You just put Broly in slot 1. and he decimates and he blows up the entire screen. He just does it by himself. So it kind of removes like the skill check, I guess, of festival battles as well. I don't know. Broly's a weird character because I feel like he's a little bit lose-lose, is he not? In his design space, which is odd for Dokkan. I feel like he didn't actually help the things that are currently an issue with the game, as well as the EZAs here being a little shaky as well. Like this guy, and then obviously the super EZA. This Frieza is a god. This character's awesome. You know, I have nothing to say about that, but looking at the celebration in totality, I am not as high on Gogeta and Frieza as Truth is, which is fine. You know, I'm not saying you have to be. I'm not saying you have to hate this character. I just think this character's okay. This Frieza is so cool. Broly is something, and then we got the two Brolys as EZAs that are, I mean, they're all right. Yeah, very odd celebration looking at it as a whole, right? Even if you go to, you know, the challenges as well, and we scroll all the way down here, and we sort of look at, you know, Pure Saiyan Red Zone, not really much of anything. And then missions for content people don't like, you know, festival battles. It's unique. I'll say that. It's been a unique celebration. It's been a unique celebration for sure. Hopefully we get a little more something. Like I said, it's not like this is impossible. It is not impossible for them to drop this and then go right into the next celebration if we can go here. It's not impossible. It's coming. So we just got a dead week essentially. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Like you like the video, subscribe to join the club. We all go make it, and peace.